I'm here.
Okay, guys, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Okay, so today we are on the day number 22. Okay, now the thing is that what we discussed yesterday, okay, what we discussed yesterday is about CSDM model. We saw that what is CSDM, service, business application, the business services, application services, technical service management, and all the things we discuss. Right now, we are going to do a one level. I'll not say one level up or one level down. I'll say that we are going to be start something new, different topic today, but which is related to the CSDM only. Okay, so now let's say in your house. Okay, let me take an example here. Um, let's say example from the Harsh. Okay, Harsh is staying in a home and he called to mechanic. Sorry, he called to engineer that hi, my name is Harsh and I'm calling to fix something in my house. Okay, the other person will ask, sir, what is that something? No, something is not working at my house. Ah, sir, that's fine, but what is that something? Is it TV, fridge, cooler, washing machine, oven, microwave, door, furniture, sofa, bed, table, chair, gas stove? What is not working? He says it is something is not working. Now, what does that something mean here? Because he want to raise an incident on that something, but he's not clear that what is that something. In this industry world, that something is basically which help you to provide the services to the customer. So like in our house, we have a lot of things: furniture, sofa, bed, kitchen utensils, kitchen stuff, car, bike, all the things. Okay. And if anything is not working, we raise an incident. We go to mechanic, we go to engineer, and all the things. And if our body is not working, we go to doctor as well. So now in the industry, we call them as a configuration item. Let me show you the meaning of this configuration item here. Okay. What this is, any computer device any computer or device or software or services in the CMDB is a CI. So even though the stuff which we read yesterday, the study yesterday, that is any services, right? Okay. That is called as a CI. So any kind of a business service, business application, which we discussed yesterday. Okay. Is called the CI. Any computer, any device, any software. Okay. Is a CI for me. So now you say, Atul, it means if I'm working in a company and I'm getting a laptop, is that also CI? Yes, that is also a CI. Anything which has been installed, even though you will not believe that the building in which you are working is also a CI. The building which contain everything, which we call as a data center, is also called a CI. Data center is also called a CI. Okay, so it means any in the normal or in the layman language, any component any component which support you in providing your services is called the CI here. It includes, and every CI has a attributes. Okay, so like if I say what type of car you have, Harsh? Atul, I have a X manufacturing, 6 or 4 tires, 7-seater, this much engine oil, this is a gearbox, this is a speed, this is a horsepower, and all the things, right? It means everything include some attributes. Like if I say, okay, who are you? Who are you, Harsh? My name is Harsh. My father name is this. My mother name is this. I'm working on this place. This is my address. This is my salary. This is my qualification. This is my family name. This is my wife name. This is my kid name. Those are the attributes which define you somewhere. Laptop has a manufacturer. Everything like if you go to the market and purchase a bread, that also has a details, right? Which has a detail. So now we will understand that why this is important. Because if Harsh want to tell to the engineer that what is not working, then he should know that what is that mean. Then now let's change the example here. Harsh called to engineer and say, sir, my fridge is not working. Okay, my fridge is not working. Now engineer say, okay, fridge is not working. Then he will send someone and fix the fridge. That fridge become the CI, configuration item. For that particular engineer, he will come and he will fix it. Because that fridge is providing the services to you. Okay. Now let's take another example. You have a mobile phone, or you have let's say you have a laptop. That laptop is we can put in the two categories. One is the CI and another is the asset. Why? Because it has some cost associated with it. It means if I say my house, yes, my house is a CI as well, and my house is an asset as well. Okay, because asset is associated with the costing. And this is a major difference between CI and the asset. CI may or may not have a financial bindings, but an asset will always have a financial bindings. Now in service, now we will see now we will see that how to create a CI in service now. Now let me give example, and I will looking for some answers. Listen these things. Table, chair, monitor, sofa, spoon, plate, pressure cooker, fry pan, wheel, gear, and yes. Now I give 5 or 6 examples. Okay. I give five or six examples. Can you bifurcate these 5 or 6 examples in different categories? Can you bifurcate these 5 or 6 things in different categories? Let's say table, chair, and sofa. What that call? You can put in the category called the furniture. Pressure cooker, fry pan is the utensils as a category. Wheel, gear is in the category called the automobile. Because why these things come into the picture? These are called the classes. I have a lot of things. You have a lot of things in your house. But if someone asks, hey, how many things you have? You say on the high level part, I have furniture. Let's say example, when you want to take a flat on rent. Okay, when you say you want to take a flat on rent, you ask to the owner what things you're providing. It's a furnished or it's a fully unfurnished. It's a furnished. What does that furnished means? That you will get the furniture, you will get the wardrobe, you will get the kitchen utensils, and you will get a few more things. He did not tell you the each and everything, that one sofa, one pillow, one bed, one mattress. No, he says you will get the furniture. If you want, you can again ask, okay, what in the furniture you include? This is a CI you're talking. But on the high level, you're talking about the CI classes. So now let's come back here. Anybody has any question till this point?
No.
All clear. Okay. Now let's come back here.
So the CI you said, so we if they give you what is it called, uh computer, or do you have to create it yourself, or it's just something
We need to recreate. CMDB or CI is a foundation data. We need to be created.
Okay.
Now the question comes, Atul, how we know what to create? For that, you need to be check or connect with your customer. He will tell you that how many CIs he has. Then you have to bring that CI into the service now. By any way you can bring it. By any
So
way
you're saying that, I'm sorry for cutting you. So you're saying the company will tell you that they have a CI, right? So you have
yes.
to create it on
No,
your.
company will tell you that they have these many things. Now you have to be tell that in which class what CI will be go.
Okay.
So like you are my customer. Okay, and I say, okay, Moji, what type of infrastructure you have? You will say, Atul, I have 5 Windows server, 10 Linux server, 10 AX server, 10 laptops, 10 IPs, 10 routers. Then I will say, okay, give me the detail of all these one by one in depth. What is the manufacturer? Who is the manufacturer? What is the model you are using? What RAM it has? What server it has? What memory it has? What hard disk it has? What OS it has? So these things you will provide me, and then I will put into the service now. But now think from the practical example. Moji has a small company. He know that she know that she has only 5 servers, 5 laptops, and all the things, etc. That's all. But now if Moji has a company where she is providing the services to more than 1 lakh customers, and she has more than 1 lakh Windows server, then how you will get all these records from Moji and put into the service now. And put into the service now. Think practically that how this can be done. There is something available in service now, but we will not discuss now. But think practically that if you are a customer and you have 10,000 Windows server, 20,000 Linux server, 50,000 you have a laptops, 10,000 IP addresses, 10,000 routers, 5,000 firewall. Do you remember all these things in a depth, one by one attribute? No. If you don't remember that, how you will make sure that these should be created in service now? We will discuss this topic later on, not now. Okay, now let's see how to create a CI. Before we go for creation of the CI, let me show you class manager. CI class manager. This is what. And if you click on the hierarchy here, this is what the class is. Like we have a base or the core table called the task. Here we have a base table or the core table called the Cmdb underscore CI is my base table. Is my base table. Okay. Let me make some changes here. I guess we are in the fine. Okay, come here. Okay, so these are the classes available. You will not believe that we have more than 100 classes in service now. You want to see? Let me show you. And come here and come here and put this p underscore ci. Sorry, we have 700 plus classes available in service now. You just think, Atul, I have this item. In which class it should go service now, providing you the class for the same. Class is just an indication that where this CI should be reside. There's a nothing in industry which you cannot classify. So now can you see that how many complicated this part? Okay, how many complicated CMDB part? See, everything they have. And also ServiceNow recommend. I'm telling you from experience here that sometime in few of the, I'm a member of a few of the groups as well, ServiceNow groups as well. People say I have this CI, can I get a new class? ServiceNow never recommend to go for a new class. ServiceNow say if you have a CI, try to find out the best possible class in ServiceNow. If you're still not able to find, then try to map with the closest class. Like chair. Chair can be considered in a furniture. And chair can be considered in a sitting. I kind of what I can say, sitting equipment or sitting something. I forget I'm not getting the right word here. Okay, now it is up to you under which category you want to add it. You want to add in the furniture or you want to add in the sitting furniture. Okay, now if you go here, okay, if you go here, you can see the classes. So the basic class which we are going to be discussing is called the computer. Now see, computer, computer room AC, personal computer, computer peripheral, computer security, security endpoints, and all these things. Means in a computer as well, we have a lot of classes. I say computer. Now under computer, I have a, let me open this. This is what a computer class. This is what the computer table name. You want to see the attributes, that what attributes contain. These many attributes it has. See, 106 attribute a computer class have. If I tell you, okay guys, tell me what are the parts of your computer. Not even me cannot tell more than 5 or 10 parts. But ServiceNow say we have more than 106 attribute of a computer. Okay, so it is important, and believe me, you cannot fill all the field, or you cannot update all the attributes of a CI. You cannot fill, but we should know that what are the basics one, and we have to be use. So CI class manager is very important. If you stuck somewhere, go and check the CI class manager, that what type of class the CI contain, or the CI has, sorry, not contain. Now the relationship. See, if I take example, Harsh is a human being, and Harsh has a many relationship attached to him. At one place, his son. At one place, his brother. At one place, his husband. At one place, his father. At one place, his big brother. At one place, his uncle. At one place, his mama. At another place, his chacha. At another place, his father-in-law. At another place, he become grandfather. So now one person has a multiple relationship. In the same manner, in our industry, we have a relationship like this. It is tough to read even. So like this, a computer. See, a computer contains a computer user, a computer own, a computer which virtualized, a computer depends on, initiates on, run on. This is, I'm just showing you one CI relationship. Let me show the server now. And now what you see on the top, that we have a hardware and the software, two categories. So on the class we have a category as well, hardware to software. Let me come here and search for the server. And under server, which server you want to know? See, and your server is a class of subclass of the computer only. So now you can see server. My goodness. Click on the server only. Nothing will happen. So now you can, sorry, nothing I'm saying. These are the relationship available. Want to see the basic info? You can see here. Cmdb underscore CI as a class, server as a class. Attributes. 101 attributes of a server. So it is very complicated. But For understanding of CMDB, you should be clear with your roots, with your foundations, with your basics. If your CMDB is wrongly configured in the system, you're gone from the service now. So let's take example that I want to bake a cake. If I put the ingredients quantity wrongly in the microwave oven, then don't expect that cake will become a very fine. Even though you put all the attributes which is required, or you put all the ingredients which is required, but quantity is different. The temperature you put is wrong. Then don't expect that it will become a very fine cake. Clear everybody till this point. ED Janu, sorry, ED Satya, Nikichi, Harsh, Jimmy, Ope, Moji, Yogesh.
Yeah.
Good. Now let's me give you one homework. Why server is a child class for the computer? Why? You need to be think on this. Why server is a part of, or server is derived from the computer class? Think, and then we will discuss it. Now let's come here and search for the computer class. This one, basic computers. And now we are going to be create a CI. One more thing. We learned about transform map data loading. Here you can use that part. Get the details in the Excel sheet and then you can upload the data in ServiceNow. Okay. This is what. Now you have to be clear. Just give 1 minute, guys. Okay, chalo, let's come here. So now you can see when you want to create a CI. So when someone go for a school admission or the college admission, what they have to do? They have to fill a form. That form contains the information about that particular person. Something directly related, something indirectly related. Like name, father name, mother name, address, qualification is directly related. What's your father income? Is your father is full-time employed, part-time, contractor? Is your mother is a housewife or some doing business, or maybe I can say some other earning method? These are the indirect, but they're supporting your case. In the same way, we have a computer class form here. Now you will say, Atul, you are showing us 106 field, and here we just have a 10-20 fields. Yes, because if you add more fields on the form, your form become heavier. Okay. Now I'll give one example. If let's say you invited me at your home as a guest. I said, okay, hey Harsh, why not you give me a tour of your house? Oh, come on, Atul. Yes, yes, yes. What you do? You just show me the high level things. Atul, this is living room. Atul, this is my bedroom. Atul, this is another room. This is kitchen. This is toilet and this is balcony. Did you take me in your room and say, Atul, see, this is my wardrobe. I have these 5 drawers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you did not tell me. Why? Because that is not required for me to update everything. Why you want to unload? Why you want to load unnecessary information on me? But if you're having some issue in the wardrobe and you call to the carpenter, then you have to show to the that okay, come in this room, this wardrobe, see this door is not working properly. So it depends to whom you are showing and what you want to show. This is very much important point here. Now what we will do, we will fill this form. Okay, we will fill this form. And few things we need to be clear here. As I told, there is a concept called as asset. And let me give you the homework. The homework which I'm telling you guys here. These are the practical questions asked in the interview. In one of my project, this thing happened. That customer says that why I'm when I'm creating a CI for a computer, I'm not sure it's I'm right or wrong. Why when I create a CI for the server, it create a CI for the this thing as well, computer or something like that case only. Sorry. Okay. Then in one of the interview, it has been asked, tell me how many classes are there in ServiceNow whose assets get created. Whose asset get created? You are able to see the asset field here. Let me show you something here. Asset is there. Okay, good. Server, this network gear. Asset is still there. I'm looking for a class which I know that don't have a this thing. Let's say Linux server. Okay, I'll find out some class which don't have a asset. Now, question for you guys. You have to be find out how many classes are there which don't have the asset a field in that and why they don't have. I'm telling you, believe me, if you understand the CMDB fundamentals, it is easy for implementation. So as per my experience, I'm telling you guys, GRC, CMDB and CSDM model, they are easy to implement, but they are tough to consulting perspective, because these are the areas where consultant also get confused. And these three, as per my experience, these three topics are purely work on the fundamental. Like I give one example. Never lie to anyone. This is a fundamental. You are in any situation, never lie. This is fundamental. If you modify this fundamental for your own purpose, you're spoiling the system completely. It is well saying. When I was a small kid, it was told to us, in the other countries, if anybody is driving a car, even in the midnight, and if the signal is still red, people did not jump that signal. That is a fundamental thing. I learned this fundamental here as well in UK. Yesterday I was going with my kid just for an evening walk. So we want to be cross the road. There's some car is coming from the other side. He stopped approximately 10, 20 meters or 30 meters before, and he give me a, a signal that you cross first, then I'll go. This is fundamentals. He also can cross because he know that I'm little far from crossing, but he stop himself. This is what the consulting come into the picture. You are very sure on your part that what field you will be talking, what is the meaning of that field, what it contains. So now let's create a LNG computers. Anything you can do. Today's homework, not create. Creation is wrong, right, later on. Read about ServiceNow classes, computer, server, network, router, IP. In server, you have a 40 classes are there. Read about that. When I say read, go open the table and see what field it contains. What is happening if you're creating this part? Now let's put asset tag. Okay, let's put manufacturer. And also, okay, I'll tell it later. Manufacturer is SR. Serial number, this. Model ID, Apple iPhone. Now what I will do, I will create or submit this particular CI. Intention is that the asset should get created automatically. In practical life, let's say Harsh, you're married or bachelor?
Bachelor.
Okay, good. Let's say after 2 or 3 months, Harsh got married. Okay, Harsh wife says, Harsh, we should purchase a washing machine, automatic washing machine. He said, okay. They go to showroom, do the inquiry, and book the order and say, okay. What this mean? You are not purchasing any asset. You are purchasing a CI. It become asset when it reach to your house, because you start loving that asset. Oh, it is my washing machine, this automatic washing machine. I love this washing machine. It has these many functionalities. It has a financial bindings because it required money for wear and tear. Maintenance is required, right? So now what we'll do, sorry, I just put the example and make sure that people are awake here. Okay, but this is one of the favorite topic I love to teach, CSDM and the CMDB topics. It's my favorite, and I learn these things only and only by doing the practicals with my different projects. Okay, let's come here. So now I click on the submit here. It takes few minutes to generate the asset. Let me give a little bit more background. Tomorrow we are going to be see that what magic run in the background which create the asset record automatically. It's a non-table, right? I did not write anything. Then how the asset record will be get created? Let me reload this page. It will take little time because it runs few of the logics. In the meantime, let's update the computer attributes. OS domain, Windows. Operating system, Linux. OS version 12. OS pack, this. DNS name, this. Disk, hard disk, this. RAM, this. CPU manufacturer. Can you believe how many of us, give me practical answer, know all these things in our laptop? Any of us who know all these things of our laptop configuration?
I knew
How many?
few of them.
Oh my God, that's nice. Good. CPU type. What is the CPU type?
CPU?
CPU type. These are the things. Don't take me wrong, Harsh. That's fine. If you know, that's very good. At least I don't know. By profession, by qualification, I'm an engineer, but I don't know. Maybe CPU type, I can say fan CPU type. CPU speed, this. Count 5. Core count.
I
Like
guess CPU type will be.
CPU type is.
Oh, I was guessing about the 32 and 64 Windows.
I don't know, man. Really. Okay, that's not our thing. Let's say we updated this part, and now I click on the save because intention is that the asset should get created. Okay, it is still taking time to create the asset. It will take some time. In the time it get created, let me take you the, oh, that's nice. And now I must say, hey, it's magic. This is the magic. Now the question come, Atul, is the asset get created automatically for all the classes? Answer is no. Second point, if answer is no, it means it get created for the limited classes. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Where I can go and find out that for which class the asset should get created. We will discuss in tomorrow's discussion. Okay, now let's go a little bit down and let's complete this part. Now let's say Satya is living in a joint family. His wife, kids, parents, grandparents, chacha or the another parents, means in the family, like we call them a, daddy or someone call someone other name. Okay, they are staying, or let's say Satya is staying in a different city and his parents came to his house. Satya is working, his wife is working, and Satya kids are studying in a 7th or 8th standard. Okay, Satya father came to his house and say, "Hey, nice house, Satya." That's a proud moment for every son or every daughter when we came to know from our parents that they're appreciating our efforts. But Satya father says, "Satya, I think it's little old now. You should go for the whitewash." Yes, Dad, I must go. Let's start the whitewash from next week. Okay. Next week means the time period is near about February mid. Okay. Listen the example carefully. That is the reason I'm coming to these things. Okay. The time period is going mid. Is a February mid. Satya's father says, let's go for the whitewash. Satya says no. His father got little bit hurted. You have your own house, but you're not obeying me. He says no, not that is not the thing. The thing is that it is a February month and I'm working in a financial company. Now we have to work on the account closers. So the next 1 month is very hectic for me. Number one. Okay. Number two, his wife says, sorry, dad, I'm also not able to 100% cooperate here because I'm working in a company where we have to close the taxation parts. So this is the time period we are busy. She also not agree on that part. Another point, what Satya told to his father, that it is the time of the final examinations. So if we start the whitewash, and we know specifically all the people who are from India, including me as well, we know whitewash in the house means a big task. Okay, and then Satya says, no, dad, let's not, because it's a February month and from the March first week, the kids exam will be start. And if we go for the whitewash, the study will be get hampered. Now, understand this topic, understand the example in a separate manner. Why and how you do all this analysis? How the whitewash or how the kids are get related with the whitewash? You have to do the impact analysis. And how you come to know? Will you invite me at your home for a 1 month during the time period of this February or March? When I was kid, my mom called to my mom called to his sorry, her sisters and brothers. Don't come to our home between February and March. It's a kids examination time, and I don't want their study should get impacted. This is the purpose of having the CMDB relationship. Satya want that I should get the house renovated. My father is there. He will support me. He will guide me. But he cannot do this implementation. Why? Because if we do go for this implementation, everything will be get hampered. In 1st of April or maybe mid of April, Satya talked to his father. Yes, dad, tell me what is the plan now? We are free. I can spend 1 hour, 1 month easily at home for all the whitewash. Students or the kids have no examination. My wife is also free. So in the evening, she can take care of the food and all the things. How you come to know? With the help of the relationships. Many people cry yesterday. It was a very sad day in UK. Many people cry because it was a state funeral of Her Majesty Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. Why? Because they have some direct or indirect relationship with her. People said she served very well. Agree. Now, how this impacting? We have to build the relationship. Now the Moji has a question. Atul, who build the relationship? We build the relationship, but who will provide the information? Your customer will provide the information. This server depend on this particular thing. Dishwasher is depend on socket. Washing machines depend on socket, but work on water and surf, or here we call as a pods. Iron work on electricity. Hair dryer work on hairs. So here we have to build the relationship. So now click on this. As of now, this CI has a no relationship, but now we're going to be create. So another example I take, then we'll go for the next this implementation part. Let's say in a family, again, let's take example of the Satya here. Satya is staying in a joint family. If you're staying Satya in a joint family, you're very blessed nowadays. This is a time period. It's a blessing time for you. Let's say Satya is staying in a joint family. His parents, his elder brother, sister, or his cousins are also staying. Okay, and one of his cousins' wife deliver a baby. As soon as the baby came out or take birth, the relationship gets changed. Earlier, Satya was known just as an uncle or as an elder brother. Now he known as an uncle as well. This is what the relationship play a role here. So as of now, this CI has a no relationship. It's a blank. But as soon as we create this relationship, you can see the magic here. Why? Another question. Why the relationship required in CMDB? When this pictorial representation ready, it called as a dependency graph. So Satya's father says, let's go for the whitewash. And due to that whitewash, he see the complete dependency graph. That where is getting impacted, to whom it get impacted. And then he says, father, sorry, we are not in the position now to go for the whitewash. Let's postpone this idea for the 2 months and then we go for the whitewash. So here you can see ServiceNow is so smart here. It will suggest you which type of relationship you can build. Suggested relationship you can see. Which type of relationship you can build for which class. So like parents is on 2 classes. Member, it can be only on the rack. See the mapping they have done in the background. Let's create some relationship. I'm just ticking these boxes. Okay. Click on the plus. Now I change the relationship used by computer service or the service. I'm just putting some random here because I want to show you something important. This one. Okay. Now change the relationship. You can see how many relationships are there. You cannot believe the time a man get married, the relationship quick change drastically. From a son, he becomes son-in-law. From a man, he become, or from a bachelor, he become the married man. Right? So relationship get changed. And there's a lot of relationship. And now you can see anything like this. These all are the CIs. See, software is a CI they have. And now put it like this. Okay. Now what we did, we created the 2 or 3 different relationships. And now I click on the save and exit. Okay. And now come here and see. This is called the dependency graph, which Satya used when her father proposed him for the whitewash. This is the main CI. This CI is depend on these many. So like you can see the relationship depends on used by means this is used by this particular CI. Used by. And now you can see here powered by. You can see here. Depends on use. Now this is using this particular. Again, the same words I'll repeat. Easy to draft. but tough to understand that what relationship it should go. You can change the relationship like this, like this, like this. You can do group as well, like this. Someone arrows are coming down, someone is coming, sorry, out, or someone is in. This is my main CI. Like this. Clear everybody till this point. Any doubt? Anybody guys, any doubt, any question? Oh, Satya changed the place from here to here. Maybe he dropped off and then he joined back. Good. Good, let me proceed further now. Okay. Now we'll see about this fundamental, that Atul, what this thing you are showing to us. Asset. Click here and open the record in another window. Now let's see. Harsh purchased a washing machine. Okay. He bring the washing machine at house. Now, in the IT world, you call that washing machine as a CI. But the attribute of a CI and asset will be same. Now, if I take example, let's say Harsh Desai is here. Okay. He's a bachelor today. And tomorrow he get married. If the attributes get change of Harsh, he's still a male, he still has parents, he still has the same qualification, he still has the same house, he still has the same address, he still has the same age, he still have a same color, skin color, he still have a same hair, he still has the same way of talking. It means attribute did not get changed. That's clear. Either you call as a CI, either you call as an asset, the attributes are same. This is what we are going to be see here. This is asset and this is CI. From the CI, there is a few fields which will be common in the asset. Like this. You can say display name, model category, model, configuration item name, financials, asset tag, yes. Assigned to, managed by, owned by parent. This says that who is assigning this. Now let's say you bring a new washing machine, okay, in the house. To whom you assigned? To your wife. Hey, it is gift for you. Who is managing? She is managing. Who is owned by? But you are owning it. If it's not working, it's you to be get it fixed. So these are the fields in Cmdb or the CI we can say. Okay, as I told, don't discuss about this instead. We will discuss later. Tomorrow class will be on this part only. As I said that every asset must have a financials. So you can see here. Costing. Configuration item don't have a cost. See, asset has a cost. Disposal. Why you want to dispose? What is the retirement time? What is the retirement date? Depreciation. If you have a car, it will get depreciated every month, every year. Even I can say every day it get depreciated. So asset has a depreciation. And then asset have a contracts. 99 years of lease I'm taking this building. All these things. So in short, just to tell you that every asset, or I can say What is the difference between CI and asset? Because this is the another interview question asked. The interview. CI anything which must be configurable, not participate directly in the financial decisions. Asset anything which may or may not be configurable but participate in the financial decisions. Your house is an asset. Your car is an asset. Your mobile phone is an asset. My kids are my assets. Parents say, right? Parents always says, my son, my daughter are my assets, my strengths. Right? So it means if anything which is not directly having a financial bindings is called the CI. But asset always have a financial binding. Always. So now another best practice, and again, this is another example of the interview question. Which should be created first in service now, a CI or an asset? The best practice says always create a CI first and it will create a asset automatically like we see here. Now let's say I go to mechanic, I have a car, I go to mechanic and I say, hey boss, can you change the color of this car? Okay, which color you want? It's in the white, I want to be in the red. Okay, I go there, he make a change in the color. It become a red now. Okay, let's say, and I say, okay, red color, now I want to be assigned to my wife. So I go to the asset, I'm in the asset table now, and I assign to Sham. Let's say I'm assigned to Sham here. And click on the save. Okay, and now let me go to the this thing and it assigned to the Sham here, configuration item. It means there are few fields in service now in CI and the asset which work bidirectional. If you change one thing, the another place the value gets changed. Let's say example, if I make a change in my Aadhaar card, that get reflected in everywhere where that particular Aadhaar card get mapped or attached. Right? Now let's see from where it is. These are the comings. Everybody clear till this point? Any doubt? No doubt. Good. Okay. Before let's not pick up this part because this is a separate one which I pick up tomorrow. Now I want to show you something because we have very few things in our CMDB part because this is what I can give you at point of time which is required for you to be understand. Okay. Now I'll take you a tour of the CMDB dashboard. Okay. We'll pick up this point that from where these things getting changed. Okay. In the CMDB, there is a fundamental rule follow. That is called a 3C. Again, this is another example, another interview question. Also, this question can become or can be asked in the CSA examination as well. What are the 3 C's of a CMDB? And these are the 3 C's. Completeness, compliance, and correctness. What is the difference between completeness or what is the meaning of the completeness you think, guys? Tell me. Tell me, guys. What's the meaning of the completeness? Tell me, don't shy.
Completed the work.
Explain. Tell me.
Including everything.
Filling the values in the form.
Huh? So be confident, na? Why you shine? So completeness says when you're creating any CI, is the required minimum fields are filled or not? Let me take example. When I'm not sure that nowadays you are going to do this thing or not, but earlier when we need to book a ticket for a train, means in a train reservation, we go to the ticket counter and we fill a form. It says train number, your date of journey, how many passengers, address and phone number and signature. What we put the train number, we put date of journey, we put the passenger name and we put just our phone number. We did not fill the address. Is this complete or not? This form is complete or not? Or let's say I'm putting admission form. Okay. Name A, father name B, mother name C, age T, education PG, and is this. Now tell me, is this form is complete or not? Tell me yes or no.
No, address is not fill up and gender is not fill up.
Correct. This is the first fundamental C of a CMDB. What they are saying that in the CMDB, you should fill the minimum required fields.
And one more thing, Atul,
Good.
if the fields are mandatory, then it should be filled up. But if the fields are not mandatory,
Then it will not fill up. That is
Ex-
see, you cannot make everything as a mandatory as well. Let's
okay.
on this form, this one. On this form, you can show only 7 to 8, or maybe let's say 20 more fields you can show. But out of 20, how many are actually required to make sure that you are running your process? Right? Nowadays, the technology has been changed so much that when you fill any form, you just put your email ID or phone number. You never fill your address. Because if you fill that part, your form marked as a complete. So this is the first fundamental. Completeness doesn't say that you have to make sure that mandatory fields are there. Completeness says those fields which are required to get a fruitful information from that particular attributes is complete or not. So now if you see, I want to get admission, until unless you will not get a gender, you cannot see this form is complete. Let's say I put gender as a male. Now I can see this form is complete. Because for me, address is not required as of now. It's just a filling of form. This is the example of the completeness. Now I put the another C as a correctness. Is this correct? Tell me, is this correct?
No, because of the
Mm,
age.
Correct. But is it complete?
Yes.
But it is
no
not
address.
correct. So now the second C says that the information which you're filling should be correct as well. So now if I say this thing, it is a complete and it is a correct as well. admission form to the last C says the compliance. Is it complete? Yes. Is it correct? Yes. Is it compliant? Yes or no? What do you say, Moji, Sham,
No.
Harsh?
The age is
Is it compliant to what they
underaged.
want? So,
Correct. But it is complete. It is correct. He give me the iCard. Yes, you are 15. Yes, it's correct. But is it compliance? No. This is what the fundamental of third C says here. Completeness, correctness, and compliance. The data you are putting should be complete. The minimum required information should be filled here. And that minimum information should be correct as well. And the minimum information you put should be as per the compliant as well. This is what the three fundamental C work here. Completeness, compliance, and the correctness score. In the regular basis, in the yearly basis, the audits happened in a companies and they see these things only. Your another homework for today. Read about these things as well. Okay. Clear everybody till this point. Moji, Satya, Sham, Harsh, Nekichi. Jimmy, you are silent. Ola, Yogesh, Ope, ED, good. So let's take a pause here now. And tomorrow we are going to be complete this topic with the last thing which left of the mapping of these two particular stuff here. Okay. Let me stop the recording here.